All right, man. Peace. So as I've already discussed in detail, I am a fan of boxing. I enjoy boxing. And there's a big rematch coming up this weekend between Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev for the 175-pound title. They fought late last year, and Andre took the title from Sergey Kovalev in a highly disputed decision. Sergey knocked him down early in the fight. Andre got back up and was able to win enough rounds on the judges' scorecards to eke out the decision. So they're fighting again this weekend. So let's see how TMZ covers this issue.
The MVP of the NBA Finals has huge plans this weekend. He's going to the biggest sporting event around. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Evan here with Van and Michael J. Babcock. Okay, people have been jonesing for Ward Kovalev too ever since the first fight, which was so close. A lot of people are very passionate about this.
Hotly contested, two of the best fighters in the world, two top 5 pound for pound guys. Yeah. A lot of people think that it wasn't the right decision.
Let me say this. When I watched the fight, when I watched their first fight, I knew automatically that Ward was in trouble early because he looked slow. His feet looked slow. Everything about him looked slow. His reflexes were slow. He's just not the same fighter at 175. All right, he just wasn't. But give him credit. He got back up. He showed a great amount of heart, great amount of intestinal fortitude, great strength, and great conditioning. Because he definitely wore Kovalev down to the body. He took a lot of hard shots. Ward was on record as saying originally that he wanted to move up all the way to heavyweight and try to get a heavyweight crown. I think to try to emulate Roy Jones. I think that this fight showed him that there is a cap on how far he can move up. He's not a super athlete like a Roy Jones or Floyd Mayweather who can move up through 4, 5, 6 weight classes and get belts in all these different divisions. You have to be a super athlete to do that. And he's not. He's a good athlete, but he's not a super athlete. He has a good, his fundamentals are very, very sound. But he's not a freakish athlete like a Mayweather or a Roy Jones where he can do that. So I think that the first Kovalev fight showed him that, okay, let me chill. Now he's going to fight the rematch. I really have no idea who's going to win. Because I didn't really know who won the first one. The first time I watched it, I thought that Kovalev got robbed. Second time I watched it, I said, you know what? Ward probably did enough work to the body to get the decision, even though he got knocked down. So this fight is going to be a great fight. So we'll see what happens.
And they want to see what happens now.
Was it the right decision?
I think it was close. That fight. But if I had a vote, I would have probably gone.
Be more evenly matched.
Either a draw or Ward eked it out or Kovalev.
Well, good news because they're getting back in the ring to face up on.
And Andre could say what he wants. He felt Kovalev's power. There's no doubt about that. He felt his power because early on in the fight, Kovalev hit him with a jab, and you could see Andre was like, "Oh shit."
On Saturday at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, this is a huge celebrity event. This isn't just like one of those things that's like boxing fans are going to do. It's a pop culture event, and part of that's due to the fact that
and some of you may recognize him. He was in the movie Creed, Andre Ward. He was in the movie Creed with Michael B. Jordan.
That Andre Ward is a Rock Nation athlete, and he's tied with some of the best athletes and most famous people in the world, including Kevin Durant. And from what we're told, Durant and a bunch of the Golden State Warriors are going to Vegas specifically to watch this fight. We talked about.
I hope he wins then, because I hate to see his ass get knocked out with all the Warriors in the audience.
Andre Ward about it. Take a look.
I heard that KD is going to the fight Saturday night.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be in the building for sure. You know, we text a little bit, and I didn't ask him about that. You know, we send each other text messages to encourage each other and different things like that. So I was texting with him throughout the playoffs. Told him I just appreciate our friendship and just appreciate everything he is to me. And but then I got word.
Everything he is to you. Come on, brother. Y'all probably just met about a year ago. Calm down.
Got word that he's going to officially be here, so I'm happy about that.
Does KD have to buy a ticket, or does he get a free ticket?
Nah, you know we got him.
Yeah, you know we got him. Yeah. All right, so KD gets a free ticket. He's going to be there with a bunch of the Warriors. But guess what? Sergey Kovalev's got celebrity fans, too.
Yeah.
Only problem with Sergey's people, they have to pay for their tickets. We talked to Sergey about his biggest celebrity supporter. Take a look.
Do you have any celebrity support?
I have a lot of hockey players. like my supporters from NHL, you know, Evgeny Kuznetsov, Malkin, Ovechkin.
До свидания. Motherfucker sound like Ivan Drago. I must break you. If he dies, he dies.
Are they all coming to the fight? Is Ovechkin going to be at the fight?
Yes, Ovechkin will be here.
Did you get him a ticket, or did he have to buy a ticket?
No, he doesn't.
He pay his own way. I don't pay for nobody. I here to make money, not spend money.
Doesn't give. He didn't get tickets for me. He said I will get tickets because, like, I understand that you fighting not for free.
Hey, you see that? No free rides for Alex Ovechkin.
I think those are some cultural differences right there.
Yeah.
We brothers, man. We get these tickets for free.
That's partially true.
By the way,
We in this together.
Where we going? By the way, we actually saw Sylvester Stallone out last night. He is a huge boxing fan, and we asked him about the fight. He's got some thoughts on this too.
They keep asking Sylvester Stallone old-ass boxing questions like he actually used to box. Like, give me a break.
On this too. Take a look.
And the Rocky movie, I mentioned this before. The Rocky movie was about Heru. All right, Sylvester Stallone is an MK handler. That's why he sacrificed his son. I believe his son's name was Blood Moon. You guys could look that up too. His son's name was Blood Moon, and Sylvester Stallone sacrificed him. That was a blood sacrifice. You guys can get a book. I believe it's by Kathy. Was it Kathy O'Brien? It's an MK Ultra book. You can get a book there where she lists him as one of the top MK handler sex kitten programmers in Hollywood.
That's a good one. I mean, Ward's great.
There's one book called Thanks for the Memories by Bryce Taylor? Maybe that's the one where Sylvester Stallone was mentioned. There's another one by Kathy O'Brien called Transformation of America. It's spelled TRANCE formation. All right, Transformation of America, where she also goes into depth on she's a former sex slave, mind control sex slave, and she was going into detail on how the presidents and the top politicians use mind control sex slaves, as well as the top actors in Hollywood. All right, this is why I've stated in the past already. These people, they're all pansexuals. I had somebody in one of my comments say, "I don't want you talking about pansexuals in all your videos. Great content, but I don't want you." Look, this is part of my channel. It will always be a part of my channel. If it's something that's offending you emotionally, then you're probably gonna have to find another channel, because this is a touchstone of my channel. It is what it is. All right. I'm not gonna go to a pizza stand and say, "How come you guys don't serve steak? I love your pizza, but you guys need to serve steak." Doesn't make any sense. But like I said, Rocky was about Heru. All right, with him playing Heru, the Falcon God. All right, but let me specify this before all the Afrocentric, so-called pro-black dudes jump in the comments with their idiocy. He plays Heru, the sun god, quote unquote sun god, the reincarnation of Osiris. All right, for you guys who are sticklers for all that comic book ancient Egyptian bullshit. All right, that's what he plays. That's why he goes against Apollo. Apollo representing the sun god version of ancient Greece, so-called Greece. All right, as it was known in the scriptures as Javan or Yawan. All right, but that's why he has Apollo Creed played by a so-called black man. In the ancient cultures, Apollo was depicted as a black man because the ancient Greeks were so-called black. All right, it wasn't until Alexander and the Macedonians conquered that area that they changed the racial composition of that land. But yeah, that's why he had. And then I mentioned this before. Then he came back in Rocky IV with Ivan Drago, or the so-called serpent god, the serpent sun god. And in that film, when Apollo fights Ivan Drago, you see James Brown in the performance before the fight. He comes out of the statue of Baal, right? The bull god who you sacrifice children to. Sylvester Stallone sacrificed his son, Blood Moon. I believe his name was Sage. You guys can look that up. Was it Sage Stallone? And his middle name was Blood Moon. All right. But anyway, like I said, he is a top handler in Hollywood. Now, I don't know why they keep asking this dude boxing questions. The motherfucker ain't never boxed a day in his life. All he did was get his ass whooped. Even in the choreographed fights, he got his ass whooped. Carl Weathers, who played Apollo Creed, used to whoop his ass. And Dolph Lundgren, who played Ivan Drago, sent him to the hospital in a choreographed fight. All right, the man had to go to the hospital.
Ward won the close catch in the first one. Yeah, they gave it a Ward. Wow, so very intellectual match. Everyone's talking about Mayweather and McGregor, but this is
a mega fight. A couple of reasons why. Number one, this is a complete 50-50 fight. Either guy could win this fight. Andre Ward is defending his light heavyweight title, and these dudes actually do not like each other. We actually talked to Andre Ward. He says some of the stuff that Sergey Kovalev has been doing on social media has crossed the line, and he wants to beat him up for it.
Look, man, everyone's going to be there. This is going to be a packed fight. Live on HBO, the pay-per-view this Saturday. Don't miss this one.
Yeah, it should be a great fight. I'm definitely looking forward to this fight because it's going to determine basically who's number one pound for pound. Because the last fight was supposed to determine who number one pound for pound is, but the fight was so close, it still left a lot to be desired, and it's left a lot up to dispute. All right, so it's a turning point fight for Ward. If he loses, he's probably going to demand a trilogy. If he wins, I could see him maybe trying to get an Adonis Stevenson. I really don't see Ward fighting him anymore or much more. I don't see him fighting many more fights, maybe 3-4 more fights. I see he's trying to get into management now. He's managing Shakur Stevenson. So we'll see what happens. He definitely has the gift of gab, so he would be a good promoter. He elicits the image of a family man, so people are going to trust him. And I know that he does do a lot of commentary work already with HBO. So he does have options. But we'll see what happens. Peace.